want to win. Baby, want to win. My way, want to win. Baby, want to win. My way, want to win. Yeah!
Meet me in the air. It might be wait for me. Yeah! It's Johnny Diamond there. I want to win.
Baby, want to win. My way, want to win. Baby, want to win. My way.
Amateurs, brothers and sisters. Now, I proposes that we devote the closing prayer to our faithful member of our flock who is leaving us tonight to fill a position of great importance in foreign parts. I refers to our brother Brutus Jones. Will you bow y'all's heads in prayer? Almighty and everlasting God, we, the people of Hezekiah Baptist Church, is gathered together for the purpose of giving into your keeping our brother Brutus Jones.
Yes, Lord, our brother.
Like the prodigal son in the story, he's setting out on a far journey. But this boy ain't like the prodigal son. He ain't shiftless, and he ain't worth Oh, Lord, he ain't puffed up, and he ain't vainglorious. He ain't vainglorious, Lord.
Honey, you sure is wonderful in them clothes.
Yeah, I suppose these clothes is something to look at back here, honey. Where I've been while I've been training for the job, you wouldn't notice them. Well, you want to see them New York gals on Lenox Avenue.
Them gals is fast, I bet, switching themselves to catch the men. But, honey, you wouldn't look at none of them fast gals while you was away from home, would you?
They ain't none of them's pretty in the face like my gal.
And that prodigal son, he takes the inheritance what his pappy gives him, and he spends it on the past life. But not this boy, Lord.
No, Jesus, not this boy.
And the prodigal son, he is a liar, and the truth ain't in him. But not this boy, Lord.
He got the truth, Lord. Yes.
You know, I looks up, and there's the Capitol building, looking like a palace on the hill. And the big front door opens, and the President of the United States marches down the avenue with a band before and a band behind. And he comes right up to my car, and he says just as natural, "Well, Brutus, you sure is much of a man. And I, for one, wants to compliment you on landing the job."
Honey, they're singing the closing song at the church.
We've got time. Jeff's train's going to pick me up at the water tank.
But you know they's waiting to see you before you go.
I sure hate to leave my gal.
Goodbye, folks.
Brother, take care of yourself.
Goodbye, Mama. Here she is.
Come on, Jones.
Hey, here's my buddy. Honey, this is Jeff.
Hello, sister. Make track, Bo, because we're riding right now. Come on.
Right.
But this is too much. You is coming back, ain't
Oh,
you?
sure, I'm coming back. You just get yourself a new dress with this, honey. You know, a red one. That's your style. And take care of yourself till I comes back now.
Come on.
All right, old boy. That's all right, honey. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about it. I'll be back very soon. All right. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, baby.
Shannon, boy. You done told him goodbye now. You gonna stick to it?
Sure I am.
Because you big time from this on. Now, I suppose you think you knows all there is about this job.
So, didn't you done instruct me?
Oh, just a rudimental. Now we's going to take up the higher education, finances.
Yes, brother.
And right here's where I estimates the profits for the run. Now, if you brushes a dime out of this, you're doing well. And number 3 here, boy, that's good for hair.
And what about this one?
Number 5. A whole section. That's a honeymoon couple. That's a natural. And if it plays your hand right, it means the long green.
Big money, huh?
That's what I want to tell you about. You know, there's 2 kind of women that ride the Pullman. There's the kind that says, good evening, Porter. That don't mean nothing but a tip. Then there's the kind that sings out, hello there, Jack Johnson. And boy, that means money.
Long.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you where to spend it. South Carolina. Oh, hello, dear Mr. Jones. Don't be discreet. What do you say? Cheers, man. Oh, come here, Marcella. Meet Mr. Jones. This is Marcella Jones.
Hello, big boy. I got your fish and rice all ready for you. You know, I'm from South Carolina myself.
You told me you was from Georgia.
Told me this.
Marcella sure had a busy life. She done born on every state south of the line. This is my New York home, Bo, and you'll always find me here. Oh, Marcella, where's Undine?
I don't know. She was around here somewhere.
Didn't know I was coming in, eh? Honeying up to my gal, eh?
Wait a minute. Watch yourself. Wait a minute. Don't do that. Don't do that, son. You have to drive my house. You ain't gonna send me to jail. Go. Yeah, go ahead and get it.
There she is. Undine, meet Mr. Jones.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Jones. Want to dance?
Sure, go ahead. You my buddy, ain't you?
How you like the city, big boy?
I like it fine now.
Coming back soon?
As soon as the train will bring me.
I'll be here.
And by the door, little gal, little gal. There's the humming and the strumming in the land from east to west. I've a sighing for you, honey.
Honey, I'm sure glad to see you. I get to missing you more and more on these long runs.
You know, you wouldn't ask me to come here to meet you. I've been afraid.
Afraid of what?
You know, Jeff. He's a bad actor over me.
You ain't got nothing to be afraid of. I can handle that little two-bits porter. You ought to throw him over anyhow. Then be just you and me.
Sometimes I wonders
Wonders what?
if you're gonna last.
You ain't got nothing to worry about, honey. But you ain't heard the good news yet. I've been transferred to the president's private car.
Oh, that ain't nothing. But Jeff said you don't make no tips on that job. That's why he didn't take it.
There you are. That's the difference between me and Jeff. He can't see no bigger than two bits. Me? Well, I'd just be stepping to my own class on that private car.
Harrington, if there is no leak, we stand to clean up millions. That's the idea. Good night. Good night. Good night, Jones.
Good night.
Anything on your mind, Jones?
I was awful worried about that merger. Sure would be bad for us if that news got out.
Us? How long have you been with me, Jones?
6 weeks, sir.
Learning fast, Jones. Almost too fast. Got any money, Jones?
I got about $300 in the bank.
All right. You're in the pool for $300.
Thank you, sir.
And, Jones, I would rather you didn't leave the car until Sunday. 2 days solitary, but it'll be worth it. Right?
Yes, sir.
And, Jones, when we get back to New York, it might be a good idea for you to go back on your old run. There's more room for big men in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Boy, you sure was born to wear that oyster front. Where'd you get such a good fit?
Well, the boss and me talked it over, and he sent me to his tailor. He said, Jones, you got a position to live up to now, and you can't afford to be careless in your attire.
You and Mr. Harrington must be getting mighty thick.
Well, we just pull off a little deal together. I give him some valuable advice, and he said, Jones, you're learning fast. You're getting big. And then he takes me into partnership.
What, ain't you going back on the Pullman no more?
Oh, I'll stick by the job for a few more runs, but things don't seem to be going quite right on that old run of mine, and the boss asked me to drop down that way and straighten them out.
Well, I guess since you'll be down that way, you'll probably drop in the White House.
Oh, that's an idea. Look here, what are you trying to do, kid me?
Me kid you? Boy, you're a scream. Jones, you're getting big. You're learning fast. Then he takes me into partnership. Come clean, big boy. Where'd you get that money? In a crap game?
Go ahead, laugh some more. You done laughed yourself right off of my payroll.
Oh, honey, sweetheart, I didn't mean it. I was only kidding.
No, you're too funny to live with. Any woman's baggage would get heavier and heavier the longer you totes 'em. You got to change 'em to keep traveling light. Here's $40 and goodbye.
So you was all set to do this before you come in, huh?
Through is through, you heard me. And you can go back to Jeff. He still thinks there ain't nobody like his Undine.
Yeah. Well, you ain't the first man who's gone down and out thinking everybody else was a fool. I got eyes, even if Jeff ain't. And you can tell that polecat Belle Ledoux, if she wants to keep on trying to look like Garbo, she'd better stay out of my way.
See 'em, sister.
Well, a dear old big timer in from the west.
Hello, Jeff. Hello, Undine. Undine, meet Miss Ledoux.
I've known Belle since before she straightened her hair. And when she went with Johnson. Where's he now, Belle? Still in jail?
Undine, where's your manners?
I'm just trying to talk so that polecat can understand me.
Come on, baby. Let's dance.
What's the matter with you tonight, Undine? Now, I don't like you acting so to my pal.
Your pal?
Yeah.
Don't make me laugh. Well, he's been biting me in the back for a year.
What do you mean?
I mean, when I get finished with Belle, he ain't gonna have much left to love.
I's traveling light.
Judy Brother Armstrong, you can rock my soul.
Number 8, this point.
Come on and toot it, Brother Armstrong.
Come on, you nits. Get back away from the table and give me room, will you?
What's the matter, Jeff? I never saw you in such a mood.
Never mind the lip. Get these nits back away from
When
the
you
table.
hit
Hey,
that
fellas,
note,
come on, back up. Give him a chance.
Oh, wait a
minute. Where's you?
That's when you
On the line, you nit.
even funky
Heave a dice.
Big dick. Who is that singing? Is that you, Lily Pie?
Yeah.
Well, if you can't sing no better than that, shut up.
Seating you, Jeff. You've been trying to ride somebody ever since you come in here.
Ah, woman, dry up.
Judy Brother Armstrong, you can rock
Let
my
him roll.
soul.
Gentlemen said you faded. Let him roll.
Push
Let them
over,
hop it.
contender. Let a man have elbow
Judy Brother
room.
Armstrong, right here to get you.
$20 they don't.
20 to do.
Now, if you want to make your mama
Take rock and roll in here, brother.
toot it for a while. And
Cut
rest a
Ah, the
while.
man went away.
Judy Brother.
Yeah, Jones. Give me a shooter there, somebody. Come on, give me a shooter.
50 did that shoot.
Man, take that chicken feed off of here and play it on the line. Come on, give me a shooter there.
Big money talk. What you shoot, Mr. Jones?
20 in the nickel.
Put in the nickel, he goes.
I got the nickel.
You can't bet with it in your hand. Put it on the wood. Let him shoot. Let him roll. He's faded.
Oh, my hat, Nit.
Let them hop
Let
it.
me have it. Great balls of fire. Big dick. Don't get nervous,
Envy,
boy.
boy.
You can back it. Let me have it. 6 for me, Dice.
11.
Who wants any part of these 4 sawbucks? I makes my point.
Let the dice bring on misery. Let them hop it. Let them hear him chatter.
6 for me, Dice.
Up to you. 6-8. The man went away.
You know, why don't you get up off the table? Can't you see your coat sleeve stopping with Dice?
What are you talking about? Can I make a bet?
Yeah, old boy, you win a dime. Here you are, Jeff. Box money.
Hey.
Who's the next shooter?
85 cents I shoot.
85 cents the lady shoots.
Bring your bet here. Your cushions favor me.
Let him roll. She's faded.
20 the dice do.
Let the hussy sprain her wrist.
I'm going to cut you a brand new mop with these dice and give you something to put in it, you long black snake. You.
Let 'em roll.
Left dice.
Snake eyes.
The lady go.
Say, Stumpy, were you on me then? Yeah, I was.
20 the nickel I shoot.
20 nickel he shoots.
I got the nickel.
Let 'em roll.
On the line, you small fish. I'll take you two.
Let him roll.
You can
$80 the dice do.
Now,
160, they don't.
They do. I knowed I'd have a crap game today. The Yankee boys is in town.
Let him roll. The man's faded.
Catch him hopping. 11, natural.
What's
Put
the
the
matter?
dice
Yeah.
down.
Crooked, huh?
Well, if they is crooked, they stands just like him, and here's where I straighten them both.
Down every time I kiss my man, it seems to make me so. One bite may not hurt you or even two, but you will have to break your tongue.
Kill John Henry, say. Kill John Henry. Can't kill me. There ain't no hammer that's on this mountain that rings like mine, boy. That rings like mine. Done bust this rock, boy, from here to Macon, all the way to the jail, boy. Yes, back to the jail. What a boy. Where are you hiding? If you don't come, I'm going to tell your mammy. What a boy, water me from the lime rock branch, water I cannot drink. You jack of diamonds, yes, you jack of diamonds. Well, I know you're a boy. Yes, I know you're a boy.
Come here, Jones.
Open it up. Open it up.
Asleep, eh?
Well, I'll learn him how to run away. Wake him up.
Well, if I lay my hands on that boy, the Lord will strike me dead.
Won't take orders, eh?
Oh. Oh.
Stop it, old boy. Let her go.
Darling, let me in, quick. Darling, honey, you hear me?
Who that?
Saunders, honey. Let me in quick.
Lord, I'd rather. Oh, but you're in trouble.
Listen, Dolly, you gotta move fast. Get me a file and a change of clothes, especially shoes.
But you...
Hurry, honey. I gotta leave the country. Hey, where's this tub stopping next?
Kingston. We'll get there tomorrow.
Ain't we stopping on these little islands on the way?
Oh, this no local, this running express.
Kingston. Quite a big city, ain't it?
Now you're shouting. They got everything there. Dance hall, gals.
They got telegraph?
Cable, you mean, big boy? Sure they got cable.
What's that little island with the white fort we've been coming on this afternoon?
Just one of them there, the trouble island.
But nobody bothered about that place.
Ain't nothing there but trouble.
Trouble's my buddy. Say, Bo, watch my door. I ain't gonna be long.
Okay.
Trouble? Here I come. Who that? What you want, buddy? All right, I'm coming.
Your Highness, Mr. Midas is waiting to see you.
Show the gentleman in.
Send Mr. Midas in.
Well, Your Excellency, the goods has come and I brought you a few samples. First class, just like I said they'd be. Now, here's the figures. 400 cash for the lot.
Oh, no. I got the contract this time. The contract, he said 300.
Contract? Well, that's just the bloomin' point. You see, here it says, except for a hectare gold. Now, there ain't the like of that consignment within 300 miles, and the next boat don't get here for 2 months. Now, ain't that a hectare gold, self me?
Where you get that trash from? On the beach. Where you come from? Come to make trouble on my island. Filthy swine. Lock him up and throw him on the first boat out.
Here, wait a minute. Here, bring him here. I want to have a talk with him. Yeah, that's all right. He belongs to me. Yeah. So that's what it is, me lad, eh? What they calls in the States a bad killer, eh? A killer, what? With the law on your trail and the bloomin' gallows waiting for you around the next corner, what?
Look here, white man. I comes and I goes, and that's my business.
Oh, that's the kind of killer you are, eh? Not afraid to stand right up to your betters and tell them what's what. You wouldn't be afraid of a bit of a fight, neither, would you?
When I fight, there's something in it. And I don't never fight on no empty belly.
Yeah, well, supposing your belly was full, and you had a chance to get back at the stinking heathen what threw you out, what would you say then?
And now you's talking, white man.
All right. Now you get your rum and your eats. But you don't get a stinking penny. Because I'm a trader, see? I ain't no bloomin' missionary. And if anybody worries you, you just tell them you belong to Mr. Smithers.
I belongs to Mr. Smithers.
I wonder what the blazes is keeping that black ape.
Oh, boy.
I'm 15. Ready for the debut.
Here, where do you think you're going?
Oh, good morning, Mr. Smithers.
You work in here.
Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Smithers, the boys back in the bush seems to like my methods. And I was figuring to open up a little trading business next door here.
Oh, cut my bleeding throat, would you? After all I've done for you, too. Is that your idea of gratitude?
Well, I was always ready to listen to reason. And while I'm unloading, if I was to hear anybody say something about a partnership...
Big can of chicken all ready for the soup. Ladies in the corner, the coconuts and pineapples. Great big can of chicken all ready for the soup. Pineapples, big can of chicken ready for the soup.
Very careful. Better can't beat him.
How do, Mr. Smithers? How have you been? I'm so glad to see you.
How do you do, mister? Why don't you come in and pay your bill? You know, every time I rides up here through that jungle, it gives me the creeps. Say, you notice they shut the gates after us?
Look at here, white man. Is your nerve slipping?
Well, I don't like it. If you had to recruit an army for them, why did you have to get such big blokes?
Yes, them is fine. I bet you they knows a man when they sees one.
Well, if there's any trouble, you want to got yourself to blame. Saluting him and calling him general and...
Well, now I tell you, Mr. Smithers, if there's any trouble, you just leave the general to me. Us understands each other.
Tell him, Mr. Smithers. You know, you've got to be diplomatic about it.
Take it easy.
Mr. Smithers, see your excellency. Show the gentleman in.
Well, good day to your majesty. Well, top hole, eh? Top hole. As fine a body of men as ever I clapped me peepers on. Hey, what, Jones?
Right.
Yeah. And well found, if I says it myself has fitted him out, eh? What?
Well, General, you got a swell army. And I reckons when you figure how little it's costing you, makes you feel mighty proud.
Send in the treasurer. This my treasure.
Tell the gentleman the truth now. Does you know how to figure?
Yes, Your Highness.
Now you see I got a figure. Produce the contract. Your bill, Mr. Smithers.
Yeah, well, here you are, Your Excellency. Now then, there was 100 uniforms at $5. That's $1,000. There was 100 rifles at $5. $1,000. One cannon was $500 and the ammunition. Well, it adds up to $4,000, Your Excellency.
What does the treasury report?
It seems to me that there might be a little error.
Oh, well, here, let me have a look at it. Yeah, we all make mistakes now and again.
Yeah, if there is a mistake, I've seen it all along. It's $5,000. There you is, Captain. Check that off and tell it to the boss.
Fire.
Fire again! Empty your gun! Don't you all know I's got a charm? Takes a silver bullet to kill Brutus Jones. My turn now, General. Company, attention. Take this bush prime out of here. I'm boss here now. All of you, get out of here. And wait. Them what I wants to stay will hear from me in an hour. General, wait. I wants to confer with you.
Well, blimey, if you ain't pulled it off. You have got a nerve.
Nerve and brain.
I calls it stinking luck, having that blimey shit twice at 10 feet.
Pick up that gun. Break it.
Blanks. Blimey, out.
You remember when Quacko got drunk in town last night and I takes care of his gun while he sleeps it off? Well, that's what I call brains. Whew. This place smells more like a chain gang dumped in a palace. Say, Smithers, how you likes the contract of doing this dump over?
Now you're talking.
And don't make the mistake of thinking you're dealing any ignorant president. I gives you an audience tomorrow. And bring along them fashion sheets that I gets last summer. And then I wants mirrors, plenty of them. And remember, Smithers, red's my color. I always had a special taste for red. Mr. President. No. King Brutus. No, somehow that don't make enough noise. Smithers, cigarette. Light. Smithers, you has just had an audience with the Emperor Jones. Watch that foot. Give me a drink. My coat. Brush it off. Tell Smithers I received him here. Clear out, all of you.
Your Majesty.
Well, Smithers, what's on your mind this morning?
Why, you remember what I told you when you slapped that lost tax on coffee? That you were cutting your own blooming throat?
Sure, I remember. What of it?
There was a riot down on the village last night, and your tax collector got beaten up so his own mother wouldn't know.
Oh, that's old stuff. My army's got them already. And I'm going to dress them down before the whole court this morning. They all need a lesson.
Too late to give them a lesson now, my lad. You've got them squeezed dry.
Look here. When I take this job, what I tell you? I says 3 years for my cleanup, don't I? Well, we've got 6 months to go. Them's my arrangements, and I ain't gonna change.
I suppose you got your money in the white safe, eh?
I sure has. And it's banked in a foreign land where there ain't no chain gangs and no Jim Crow, and nobody can get it except me. In 6 months, I walks out on this here circus, and from then on, I's top dog.
Top dog, eh?
Look here, white man. There's little stealing like you does, and there's big stealing like I did. For little stealing, they get you in jail sooner or later. For the big stealing, they makes you emperor and puts you in the Hall of Fame when you croaks.
Well, all I know is that it's a wise gambler that knows when to quit.
Look here, white man. You think when I cracks the whip, they don't jump through? All right, I showed you. I'll summon the court.
His Majesty is on the throne.
Summon the court.
Archduke and Duchess of Manhattan, Marquis and Marchioness of New York, Marquis and Marchioness of Trenton, Lord and Lady Baltimore, Lord and Lady Richmond, and all points in His Majesty's kingdom, north, south, east, and west. And Mr. Smith.
Bring in the prisoners. So you's what takes it upon yourself to start a roughhouse and beat up an officer of the crown? Well, I see I've been too easy on you. Now I'm going to show you who's boss around here. Lieutenant, take them in the courtyard and give them 50 lashes apiece and lock them up. I said, lock them up.
What?
Take your company to the 5 Mile Village and burn it off the face of the earth. Everything. Understand? Right. Eight. Forward. March.
I got news for you.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Smithers. What news you got to tell me?
Where's all your court? The generals and the cabinet ministers and all.
Well, they mostly runs to the minute I closes my eyes. Drinking rum, talking big down the town. How come you don't know that? Ain't you sousing with them most every day?
Well, I got you in my business, ain't I?
Your business.
Blimey, when you landed here, you didn't have no iron mighty ears.
Talk polite, white man. Talk polite, you hear me? I'm boss here now. Is you forgetting?
It's all right. No harm meant, old top.
Well, I accept your apology. Well, what I was then is one thing, and what I is now is another.
I wasn't afraid to hire you that time after you broke jail in the States.
No, you didn't have no excuse to look down on me for that. You've been in jail yourself more than once.
That's a lie. God. Come on. Who told you that fairy story?
There's some things I ain't got to be told. I can see 'em in folks' eyes.
Well, from what I've been told, it ain't safe for a black to kill a white man in the States.
You mean lynching scare me? Well, I tell you, Smithers, maybe I does kill one white man back there. Maybe I does. And maybe I kills another right here before long if he don't look out.
You think I'd preach on you? Not me. I'm your friend, ain't I?
Sure you is. And you better be.
Well, to show you that I'm your friend, I'll tell you that bit of news I was doing to you.
Go ahead, shoot the thief. Must be mighty bad news from the happy way you look.
Ain't noticed any of the servants or the guards around the place this morning, I ain't.
Oh, they're all out in the garden, sleeping under the trees. All I got to do is to ring that gong and they come flying.
All right. Ring it now, and you'll see what I mean.
Sure, I ring. Well, I reckon overplays my hand this once. A man can't take the pot on a bobtail flush all the time. Was I saying I'd sit in 6 months more? Well, I changed my mind then. I cashes in and resigns the job of emperor right this minute.
Well, blimey, you're a cool bird and no mistake.
No use fussing. When I knows the game's up, I kisses it goodbye without no long wait. They's all run off to the hills, ain't they?
Yes. Lemmer's taking them, every man jack of them.
And then the revolution is at the post. And the emperor better get his feet smoking up that trail.
Going to look for your horse, ain't you? Well, you won't find it. They steals the horses first thing.
Well, then I hoofs it. See? Do your duty. 3:30. Sundown's at 6:30 or thereabouts. Oh, I got plenty of time. Make it easy.
Yeah, well, don't you be so blasted sure. You'll have to hustle to get through that forest in 12 hours, even if you knew the trails like a bloomin' native.
Look here, white man. Sure think I's a natural-born fool? Why, I's gone out in that forest so many times pretending to hunt. I knows it high and low like a book. Could find them trails my eyes shut. And I got tin grub hid there on a big white stone where I can find it. Dawn tomorrow, I reaches the coast and boards that French gunboat. I got to laugh at these fool black trash around here. It's so easy.
Supposing something happens and they does nab you.
I's got 5 lead bullets in this gun, and when the time comes, I kills myself with it. That's 'cause I'm the only man in the world big enough to get me.
Then you had a silver bullet made? Honest?
Oh, I sure did. Here she be. 5 lead bullets and a silver baby at the last. Don't she shine pretty?
Now, let me see.
Keep your hands where they belong, white man.
Blimey, you think I was a blaster thief?
No, it ain't that. I know you're scared to steal from me. Only I allowing everybody to touch this baby. She's my rabbit's foot.
A sort of charm, eh? Now, blimey, you'll need all your bloomin' charms before long, Selfie.
What's that drum beating for?
For you! The blacks is having a war dance in the hills, working up their courage before they start after you.
Let 'em. They'll sure need it.
They're making all sorts of devil spells and charms against your silver bullet.
It takes more than that to scare this chicken.
Tonight, when it's pitch black in the forest, they'll be sending their pet devils and ghosts hounding after you. You'll find your bloomin' hell be standing on envy tomorrow morning. It's a mighty queer place, that forest is, even in daylight. You don't know what might happen there. It's that rotten still. Always sends the cold shivers down my back the minute I gets in it.
Go along, white man. You ain't talking to this baby. And what ghosts and hands got to do with me? Well, don't you know I was a member in good standing of the Baptist church? Let them try the heathen tricks. The Baptist church doesn't protect me. Land them all in hell.
Yeah, you ain't paid much heed to your Baptist church down here, taking up with them bloomin' witch doctors.
Oh, sure, I pretend. It don't get me nothing to do missionary work for the Baptist church. I's after the coin, and I lays my religion on the shelf for the time being. But I ain't got the time to waste no more fool talk with you. I'm going away from here this second. So long, white man. I'll see you in jail sometime, maybe.
No, you won't. Here, you ain't going out this way, are you?
Think I'd sneak out the back door like that black trash don't dare? I'm Emperor, ain't I? And the Emperor Jones leaves the way he comes. And that black trash don't dare stop him. Not yet, leastways. Listen to that roll call, will you? Must be a mighty big drum carry that far. Well, if there ain't no whole brass band to see me off, I sure got the drum part of it. So long, white man.
Give my regards to any ghosts you meet.
Well, here I am. In the nick of time, too. Sure. Give me air. I stuck it out sure enough. That soft emperor chop sure ain't no training for a long hike over that plain in the broiling sun. Wonder they wouldn't get sick of beating that drum. Sound louder, seem like. I wonder if they're starting after. Oh, sure. They's miles and miles behind. What you getting fidgety about? You know what? Your belly's empty. That's what's the matter with you. Nothing but wind on your stomach. Gosh, you feels jiggity. Well, we eats right here now. White stone, white stone. Wait. I hear you. I know this was the white face. box of grub, come to me. Ain't here. Has I lost the plate? There's another stone. I guess that's it. Ain't here, neither. Grub, where is you? You ain't here. Have I got to go hungry in them woods all the night? Can't tell nothing from them trees. Nothing around here look like they was seated. I done lost the place sure enough. It's mighty queer. Mighty queer. Woods, is you trying to put some over on me? Who there? Who there? What is you? Get away from me, boy! They're gone. That shot fix him. They was only little animals, little wild pigs, I reckon. They maybe rooted out your grub and eat it. Sure, you fool. What you think they is? Ants? Give the game away when you fire that shot. What you scared at? Ain't nothing there but the trees. Get in. The moon's rising. Did you hear that? You get more light from this house. You sees where you're going. Cheer up. Now on you has a snap. It's warm, and that's a fact. How long I've been making tracks in these here woods? Seems like forever. This am a long night for you, your majesty. Majesty. Ain't much majesty about this baby now. Never mind. It's all a part of the game. This night come to an end like everything else. When you get there safe and has that bankroll in your hands, you laughs at all this. Ain't no hammer on this mountain, babe, ring like mine say, ring like mine. This old hammer ring like silver say, ring like silver, shine like gold. Want all the world to hear you? Hear that old drum. Sure gets nearer from the sound. They're packing it along with them. Time for me to move. What's that other queer clickety sound I hear? Sound like shooting crap. Time I beat it quick when I get them notes. Who there? Who there? Is that you, Jeff? Jeff. I'm sure mighty glad to see you. They told me you done died from that cut I gives you. How you come to be here? Ain't you going to look up? Can't you speak to me? Is you a hand? I killed you dead once. As I got to kill you again? You take it then! He's gone anyway. Head or no head, that shot fixed him. getting near. He's coming fast, and here I is shooting shots to let him know just where I is. Golly, I's got to run. I'm melting with heat. Running and running and running. Damn, this here coat like a straight jacket. That's better. And now I can breathe. And when he gets rid of them the Emperor's trappings, I travels lighter. Don't this road ever get you? I never remember seeing it before. These woods are sure full of the queerest things at night. Lord God, don't let me see no more of them heads. Oh, sure. That was all in the old head. Wasn't nothing there. Wasn't no Jeff. You know what? You just get seeing them things because your belly's empty. And you're sick with hunger inside. Bless God, I don't see no more of them, whatever they is. Mercy, Lord, mercy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I's coming. You white devil. I deceive you yet sometime. Where's my hammer? Give me my hammer or I split his head. Give me a hammer, one of you. Give me a hammer. I killed you, you white devil. If it's the last thing I ever does. Ghost of devil, I kills you again. Oh, Lord. What I going to do now? Ain't got no bullet left. Only the silver. Been here before. What is I doing? Seems like I know that stone, and them trees, and the river. Daniel, why not every man? He delivered Daniel from the lion's den, Jonah from the belly of the whale, the Hebrew children from the fiery furnace. Why not every man did my Lord deliver? Daniel, 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 did my Lord deliver? Daniel, why not every man? Oh, Lord! You done protect this sinner. You done save this sinner, Lord. I've done repent. Oh, Lord, I've done repent. And I'm coming through, Lord. Oh, Lord, Lord.
I've been miles away by now and safe of the coast. I told you you'd lose him, didn't I? Beating your silly drum and casting your stinking spells. Blimey, what a pack.
We caught him. You see.
Why don't you go in the woods and hunt after him? What's the good in waiting?
We caught him.
Well, you ain't thinking that's him, my Oaks.
That's him. My men got silver bullet. Kill him, Joe.
They got a silver bullet?
Lead bullet, no kill him. Him got strong charm. I cook money, make silver bullet. Make strong charm, too.
Yeah. So they did for you right enough, Jonesy, my lad. Dead as a herring. Where's all your high and mighty heirs now, your blooming majesty? Silver bullets. Blimey.
Did my Lord deliver? Daniel, did my Lord deliver? Daniel, why not every man? He delivered Daniel from the lion's den, Jonah from the belly of the whale, the Hebrew children from the fiery furnace. Why not every man? Did my Lord deliver? Daniel, did my Lord deliver? Daniel, why not every man? Oh, Lord, you done protect this sinner. You done save this sinner, Lord. I've done repent. Oh, Lord, I've done repent. And I'm coming through, Lord. Oh, Lord, Lord. Yes.